We got to get pumped up. Everybody, hand in, everybody. Hand in. We got this. Gonna be a fun night. Give me a hoo-ah, 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 hoo, yeah!
Richard's not pumped at all.
Zero pump.
I was
No
looking
pump,
for
Richard.
I was looking for music, and then I missed the whole thing.
Well, with that,
Anti-pump.
hello everyone, and welcome back to another Once Upon a Roll on a completely normal and uneventful day. We are here playing Magic Pretend Math Rocks, because nothing else interesting is happening in the world right now. But before we can dive into matters of life, death, and horrible, horrible fates, we gotta ask ourselves, what happened last week? Guys, what happened last week?
We fought a candelabra and eventually won.
Yeah.
Eventually won.
Took a long time to win against the candelabra, I will say.
We conserved our good rolls for this session.
We like to think.
I don't know. I felt like I was smashing a lot of armor last week, guys.
It's
that
because
is true.
you roll a 7 and you do like 50 damage. Okay.
You're like, guys, I didn't hit. Let me give myself advantage. It's not a problem at all.
I got Charger. Also, now I have this cursed axe. I mean, is it cursed? Probably. So I got a cursed axe that happened last week. We picked up in the hallway. We were fighting suits of armor, chasing down the candelabra. I think, was it Sid who managed to actually grab she grabbed it at one point, and then we snuffed out all three flames.
Summoned it.
Yeah, that unmagikified, she force grabbed the candelabra. We snuffed out the three flames. Richard used, I want to say, some ice spells for one.
Yep.
I don't remember the exact
Rays of
methods.
Frost. Yeah,
but we snuffed out all three flames. That unmagikified the hallway, just turned into a regular old hallway. We then entered a room. I believe this is where we found the broken. The word is escaping me. Crystal ball. Is that correct, Ryan? So far,
You did indeed.
Okay, we found that. And then we were looking around like, all right, what's up with this room? We were able to determine that the ball was broken from someone smashing in from the outside as opposed to something escaping, which was an interesting thing. We then found a secret passage under the table that held the crystal ball. We kind of moved the rug and found something, and that led us down into the darkest dungeon. Down here, we did find a cursed double-headed axe, which I'm currently wielding. I am not remembering how we found Madame Leona. That's Leota. I'll pass the baton on to someone else because I don't remember how we actually came across her.
She was she was in the crystal ball after we fixed it by doing a resurrection ritual.
Right. Sorry, I mixed the big. Yes, right. I preached. Sid was like, "Come back and be a warrior" or whatever. And then want to say the spellcasters did like a
bards.
Like a song, a duet, was it not?
It was indeed.
And yeah, so that resurrected Madame Leota via the crystal ball. Right, so we have her. In Ryan's head, she's voiced by an actress who everybody recalled but me, and I said the wrong name like 6 times. So whoever that actress was, that
was
Ryan
the Persian version.
Yes, that was a fun movie, and that's the name of the movie. I saw Andrew's weird look. So yeah, we saved her, and turns out she is one of the dead wives of which Ravenswood are we talking to here? It's not Henry, is it? There's a few of them.
She is a spirit contained to a crystal ball. You know that she advised Elias Ravenswood on matters of the occult, arcane, and necromantic. Yes, Shore English Delu. I'm so sorry.
Story
On the
Doctor.
off chance that she ever watches this, I'm a big
Dude, she was our one celebrity fan, and now she's never gonna watch again.
She's never gonna text me back.
Yeah.
Yes. You asked if she was corporeal. She said that she was a long time ago, but she has since been able to extend her life using this whatever she is now inside of a crystal ball.
Yeah, it had been a couple hundred years, I think. I want to say like 2.
I think she left it
Maybe
ambiguous to build
Yeah.
mystique.
Okay. It was whatever
Also,
Ryan's
though-
headcanon is. That's how long ago it was.
Also, though, she told us that Elias was siphoning power from her, like with all that stuff underneath her seance room.
Yes.
And then we found a note from the W where it
Yes, we
implied that
did.
maybe he had throat cancer or lung cancer, something from smoking a lot.
Mhm.
And then he talked about the quote, the girl having a foot in like 2 different. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, Walt Disney's becoming a lich.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what happened in the game, Tony?
Walt Disney's becoming a lich. And then from there, I am not recalling how we went to the wedding hall, but I know that's where we are now. I'll hand it off to someone else.
After we got a long rest, we went back upstairs where we deposited Madame Leota back into her original position on her table. And then we left the room and we walked down a hallway, and then that's how we got there.
Oh, yeah, we just walked. Yeah, I thought there was. For some reason, my brain was more complicated. When we arrived, we found out. We go in, and Ravenswood, or the Hatbox Ghost, is like, "Thank you for bringing me my bride."
Alistair Crump.
Apparently, that's my version of Ryan's version of Count Orlok. And we were like, "Sid?" And he was like, "Not quite." And then Sid puked up a ghost bride. With that
Puked
sound
up?
effect.
Or
Yeah,
Expunged.
yeah.
Expirated.
Sound. Why is it on the soundboard?
I don't know, but it's pretty funny.
It's funny because it was a very dramatic moment, and I was the one who demanded that the fart sound effect be on the soundboard. So it's really my own fault.
So that's what happened.
Yes. You learned in a stunning twist that no one saw coming that, in fact, the bride, Melanie Ravenswood, was with you guys the entire time.
Like, how come, Melanie? Why'd you hitch a ride when you knew we were probably going this way? Melanie,
know.
how come? How
You
come,
probably
Melanie?
should ask her that.
After the fight, because we're fighting right now.
But, yes, indeed, he requested rather rudely that you produce his bride over to her, to which you guys said, nuh-uh. And then he turned the wedding party against you, which is where we find ourselves now in the wedding of Melanie Ravenswood and Alistair Crump inside the Haunted Mansion. As everyone rolled for initiative, we pick up directly as the action kicks off. And I have a little music for such an occasion.
Oh no.
The range on a short bow.
Okay, there we go. We're back up.
8320, really?
Blaze it.
Well. Cool. Oh shit, yeah, we got ghosts too. Never mind. Cool. Gonna draw the harmonic friendo and pop here behind this here pew and take a slash and stab at this here ghosty guy.
Which one?
This one?
I think you're a little far away for that.
You're right. I will step up onto the pew in a dramatic swashbuckler stance and stab down at him.
All right, let's see an attack.
Well, you see, the thing about that is, I got nothing for that. It didn't go well. 11? Does 11 hit?
Does not.
pretty sure I had advantage from the Ghostbusters patch that I sewed onto my jacket.
Sorry, Ghostbusters is not a Disney intellectual property, so I'm gonna have to confiscate that from you.
Who am I gonna call? Eddie Murphy?
You're a lawyer.
Eddie Murphy patch.
I think you
For
gotta
Haunted
go over
Mansion?
to Universal for Ghostbusters.
Okay, well,
Bustin' doesn't make you feel good this time.
nope. Well, bonus action dash. And I'm gonna take cover behind this here pew.
All right. You, because you are a swashbuckler, he cannot use attack of opportunity on you. So you skip away using your dash, and that is your turn. Artem, you're up.
The words of the
Oh,
great
good.
Quincy Hammer cannot touch this.
1 second.
Anyone want some peanut M&Ms? Just gonna
Yes,
grab some
please.
peanut. Yes.
Yes, please.
So I'm just looking at my spells and seeing their
I think we did get a long
Distances.
rest, by the way.
we
We did.
did. I just need to see the ranges for a lot of them, which a lot of them will not be able to do this turn against that target, so that's fine. That being said, can you describe to me what Hatbox Ghost is wearing, as well as the Priest Ghost, as I think
Totally.
about?
Hatbox Ghost is wearing a cloak, a hat. He's carrying a hat box. He's got a wooden cane. If you're asking for metal, it does not appear he has metal.
That's fair.
Is there a heat ectoplasm spell?
What about the Priest?
The priest,
Cast Heat Priest.
It's just a little guy behind
Yeah,
him.
I know, I kinda like that.
That's funny.
I'm trying to make his thing bigger. There we go. There he is.
He's just
There
back
he is.
there like, yoo-hoo.
By the way, Ryan, did you get this from like an old like pulp magazine or something?
I googled undead priest and that's what came up. I'm like, good enough?
Like, you know, like cropped out of this is probably like that guy in the back's like holding back his girlfriend and like he's probably got like a gun and there's like also snakes somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
From your vantage point, you can't quite tell. He's got some big robes on. But give me a perception check.
Sure.
It is a little far. You are looking over 100 feet away.
Doesn't matter. I won't be able to see it.
He's wearing something yellow over there. It looks like some big yellow robes.
Okay, well, in that case, it doesn't really matter. I can't do anything from this far away anyway. So,
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ, we are far.
Big ballroom.
All right, well,
I'm choosing to believe you shout that in this church. You're just like, Jesus fucking Christ, we're far.
I absolutely do. The blasphemous Jew inside of me feels nothing as I do it.
You gotta think about it. Like
Get it.
when Hatbox Ghost was like talking to you, he was talking to you like a football field away.
Hey,
I say you come and brought my bride.
See, if I had known that, I would have been like, we can't hear you.
I said you brought me my bride.
Bride.
What?
Can really
We're
speak
not
to the
from
back
Pimp
of the
My
room.
Ride.
Nice.
Oh, God, give me the megaphone.
That stain's gonna need more than Tide.
All right, so since I can't do anything from that far away, I'm just gonna look at this ghost and be like, really? Not even black tie? And give it a good old vicious mockery.
All right. Let us see. That is a wisdom save, yes?
Yes.
That is an 11.
They fail. They take 4 psychic damage.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But more importantly, does he feel bad about not dressing properly?
He does feel bad because he is not a suit of armor. He is a consciousness that can be afflicted by psychic damage. And yeah, he does feel bad.
I mean, if
I'm
you're
dead,
invited,
but I
you
have
really should.
feeling.
You know, it's the least you could do for the big day.
Okay, anything else, Artem?
Let me check if I can do something as a bonus action. I don't remember offhand. No, I will need an action for that. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm done.
At the top of the round on initiative 20, from across the far end of the room, if you were close, you could see it, but you're not so far. So you can only have to use your imagination as the keys of the organ start to press and play themselves as if a ghost is playing the organ. A haunting tune comes from the pipes as you are blasted with the sound of this song choice that I've placed in the chat right now.
Oh,
This
so
is
it's not One
diegetic
Winged
and
Angel?
non-diegetic music.
You know, I like that word.
That said, it is extra spooky, as the haunting music from the pipes, these haunting pipes are playing out through the entirety of the wedding ball. I need everyone to make a wisdom save
Oh no.
to hold their nerve.
Goodbye, nerve.
Oh, wisdom is not one I have.
So how much pee is in my pants now?
That would be a con save.
Like full bladder or what?
Hypothetically speaking, if I had an inspiration point and then you gave me another inspiration point, would I have 2 inspiration points or would I only have the 1 inspiration point?
Have I given you 2 inspiration points?
At one point I was supposed to have 2, but I only had the 1 because I assumed they didn't stack, but like hypothetically speaking, do they stack?
I usually ask you to give it to someone else.
Oh, well, it's gone. That's fine. It's cool.
All right.
It
Would
was
you
night
like-
when everybody got one.
Oh, well,
Do we have inspiration points right now?
No.
Oh,
Not
okay.
at this point.
Sydney, go ahead and roll inspiration. This is the last one you're getting for the entire campaign, though, just so you know.
I'm pretty sure I still have mine.
No, it's fine.
Okay, that's what I thought. Richard and Artem, you guys are both okay. The music comes towards you. You kind of manage to maintain composure. Everyone else, Sydney, Tony, and Andrew, you are rocked as the haunting organ music reverberates through your body. You are all afraid, as per the
Shit.
feared condition.
What's the subject of the fear? The Hatbox Ghost specifically?
It is the organ.
Okay, so you
Oh.
can't move towards the organ.
All of us?
Nope, just the people that failed.
Oh, okay. I heard you say all of you guys, so I'm like,
All of you after the comma of Sydney, Andrew,
Got it, okay.
Tony. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear. You can, however, make another save at the end of your turns. That is the organ's turn.
That's a really funny sentence.
It's some specters' turn now, as they glide spookily towards you. That is going to be 1 for Artem.
There's a disadvantage.
Okay. Far can they move? Pretty fast. To you. Not
Jesus
quite
Christ,
there.
they can move 60? Oh.
This one's going to move closer. That looks about right. All right. Let us see. Let us go down the list. Andrew.
Yeah.
That is a natural 1.
That's good.
Artem.
Uh-huh.
That is a 9.
Good. It misses.
And a natural 9?
Unnatural 9. Supernatural 9, actually.
Did it, like,
Richard.
fucking kill me if it wasn't disadvantage?
14.
Yep. It's
Okay. It reaches its spectral hands towards you, and it moves through your body. And a second later, you feel a wave of negative energy take over you.
Interception.
Okay. Does that affect any damage?
Oh no.
When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes. Must be wielding a shield or simple martial weapon to use this reaction. So it
Okay.
does not specify.
Does not matter if it's fire, ice, necrotic, anything.
just as long as it's an attack and you roll to attack, so I think that fits.
It was going to be 6 necrotic damage. However, using your shield, you are able to kind of like wisp it away as it kind of like dematerializes and rematerializes again.
Thank you, Sydney!
Sydney, speaking of you, that is a 7 to hit. Tony,
No.
that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's I can't stop that.
As 13 necrotic damage claws into you.
And I'm not raging yet, so that's 13.
Now, Tony.
Now I know what it feels like. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I typed a thing bad and I wanted to fix it.
As the creature rakes its spectral claws into your chest,
Mm-hmm.
though you are not currently raging, you feel anger, a spirit of vengeance, a berserk-like rage well up inside of you. How dare this unearthly creature lay its incorporeal hand on such a majestic and fine specimen as yourself, while you carry this weapon? Can I have a wisdom save, please?
Yeah, I gave you one before with the for the organ, so let's hope we do better this time. Oh, it was on that 19. I'm about to go berserk.
Berserker Axe.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is why we
Tony,
talked
would-
about this last time, guys.
Tony, would you please read the description of the Berserker Axe?
Yeah, how much of it you want me to read? Just the wild berserk?
The curse part.
Alright. This weapon is cursed, and becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you. As long as you remain cursed, you are unwilling to part with the weapon, keeping it within reach at all times. You also have disadvantage on attack rolls with weapons other than this one.
Oh.
Whenever another creature damages you while the weapon is in your possession, you must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw, which I did not, or go berserk. This berserk state ends when you start your turn and there are no creatures within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear. So everybody get away.
I can't because the organ.
While berserk, you regard the creature nearest to you that you can see or hear as your enemy. If there are multiple possible creatures, choose it one at random. On each of your turns, you must move as close to the creature as possible and take the attack action targeting the creature. If you're unable to get close enough to the creature to attack it with the weapon, your turn ends after you've used up all your available movement. If the creature dies or can no longer be seen or heard by you, the next nearest creature that you can see or hear becomes your new target. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what this was when I picked it up.
It was indeed.
Yeah. This is what happened. I took damage. This is the first time I've been damaged while not wielding, or while not raging, I think. So I felt real pain. and now I will exact real pain.
I believe that is everyone of the spectators. Sydney, you're up.
This is why we had the team huddle last time, guys.
What team huddle?
I was like, listen, if I go crazy, do what you must.
Well, can't move in a
You
way
can move,
that
just
makes...
not closer to the organ.
I can't move closer to the organ, so the only way I can move is like sideways
Yeah, you can go left.
and back. But also, Miss Ma'am very much doesn't want to go up there. I have a feeling that they might make her do that. So I'm gonna stand right here, and I'm gonna swing my sword. At disadvantage, huh? Because the fucking organ is at the end of the walkway. Can I see it from here? I'm not wearing my glasses.
Funny how you guys can't see things on the other side of the room now when it matters. It's like, who can really say when I can't? I didn't put my contacts in that day.
I don't have contacts.
Yeah, you can see it. It's a pretty big ass organ.
Fuck!
It's like, what is it? Like 20 feet long,
Look.
30 feet long. It's a bus.
It's like
I can
if this
see
was if this is a football field, it's like seeing the goalpost.
pretty much.
10.
And does not hit.
Word. That's me.
At the end of your turn, you may make another wisdom save.
Sick. Hey!
You are no longer afraid of the organ,
Nice.
which is a silly thing, but this is a silly place.
Word.
Tony!
Yep,
He's got a bad guy right in front of him, though. So
I
that's
do.
good.
Yeah.
So that's convenient. I'm also. You can tell me if it's too meta, Ryan, but I'm thinking of something for at the end of the turn with the save. All right. Well, I will rage. Like it is still within the berserker thing to rage, so I will
Okay.
be doing that. And I will attack the ghost in front of me. I will crit
my
the ghost
God.
in front of me.
Yeah, you
Nice.
squeak by.
Oh, I don't think I've rolled it. I actually rolled a crit in this campaign. But this is gonna be nasty. This is gonna be because I have my whole like holy stuff going on
Because
too.
you deal like 50 points of damage
I-
like with a
All
paper
right,
cut.
cool it. 34, not 50.
Cool it. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Well, yeah, he was not looking great being the whole dead thing, but he really dead now. As you cleave clean through this specter, destroying it utterly.
All right. I have to use movement, and Sid, you are closest. But I've already
Come on.
attacked. I've already attacked.
Come on.
We don't have 2 attacks yet. I'm gonna move over toward you, and you can see something's wrong, and I'm just gonna be like, "You guys should really keep your distance right now. That axe is doing things, and I can't control it." And Ryan, I will actually choose to fail my fear save, please, because if I do, then they can actually get away from me if they move north.
Interesting.
If you think that's too meta, let me know. But like, that is definitely a trying to game the system kind of thing.
I was about
I
to
will
because
say,
Spirit of the Murders.
currently you are afraid, you are raging, and you are berserking. So I feel like you would be afraid of now the organ and yourself. So I will allow you to purposely fail the fear save. Actually, now that you mentioned it, you were afraid when you took that attack.
Oh, you're right. I got a crit though. Should we just?
You have to
want me
do
to
the
reroll damage, maybe?
disadvantage, though.
That's true. All
You
right,
gotta roll a disadvantage.
that's true. All right.
Thank you
Wait,
for
is it
reminding me.
disadvantage for anybody?
Well, then the ghost is still alive.
Is it disadvantage for anybody, or would it be disadvantage against the organ?
Yeah, I thought it was just against the target.
No,
No,
it's
it's-
Well,
whenever
you
you
are
make.
afraid.
Yeah.
So long as it's within line of sight is
Ah,
what
shit.
it is.
Wow. Well, that's a turn of events.
Yeah, fear sucks.
And of course, I go from a crit to nothing.
Yeah, Richard,
Like-
if they were afraid of attacking
That's
the
rough.
organ, that wouldn't be nearly as effective.
No.
Guys, let's just hit everything else. Well, good news, guys. It means there's still a target of my berserk rage right in front of me.
You are raging. I will say, if you'd like to go reckless, you can turn that back into a flat.
Oh.
If I go reckless, can I just keep the crit, or are you just going to make me do it again?
Well, no,
I
it
feel-
would negate. It would negate that. What do you call it? It would.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, it would have taken out the disadvantage, so it would get rid
So
of
it'd be
your.
flat. So it'd
That's
be
what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Do you actually want me to roll again, or should we just take the crit because it was the first thing that I rolled?
I would say, since we're retroactively, give me another roll.
Okay, that's fair. And you are giving me the free thing,
But
so
if
that's
Tony
only
had
fair.
called out, "Hey, I was reckless attacking,"
I really thought I was about to get another crit, guys.
That would've
Really-
been
Now that you mention it, if you had not reckless attacked and chosen the nat 1, we discussed what would happen if you rolled a nat 1 with your axe.
That's true. So I think let's just take this this third roll.
That does hit.
This has been a really weird round, guys. All right. Still raging, still hitting pretty hard though. Actually, and you know what? It actually was 36 damage from that first one because I forgot to add my +2 rage. So
You might still one-shot this thing, to be
27.
honest. And you completely do. All right, that was
Damn.
all a waste of time. I'm sorry, everyone. But, yeah, you fucking got him. So,
Wow.
all right. I moved right back next to Sid. Hey, I'm back. You should still get away from me.
but now we won't get roasted in the comments. Right, guys?
Come here.
I think for the
I
crit
have to.
originally, you're supposed to roll 4d6. Either that, or you're supposed to only roll 1d6 this time.
I doubled everything. Oh, you're right. Okay, so it would have been. Sorry, that's 22. Ryan, my mistake.
Okay, I was gonna say, how is the
sorry,
non-crit
that's-
nearly
that's
the
my
amount
bad.
of the crit?
22. Is that still one-shotted?
You got him. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm sorry the barbarian took this long to make one attack.
Never
But
happens.
listen, there's a lot of feelings going on inside right now.
I will say, Tony, I like that. You could call it meta. I feel like using disadvantage to your advantage works. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration for that.
Oh, thanks. I will not be using it on the fear save.
Dang it! My plan backfired.
Ryan and I are over here playing 4D chess with this battle. What if I
Richard.
don't roll at all?
Okay, so I'm gonna be doing Rhymes Binding Ice. Do you consider that this catches the two right in front of me? If not, I will shift 5 feet to the left.
How have we rolled it in the past?
In the past, I think we've usually been like, if it hits the square, it hits them. Sometimes when it's been a PNG, like with a transparent background, I'm like, does it hit? Like, I don't know. It's up to you though. If I need to take the attack up and shift over, I'll shift over. It's up to you.
Let's even odds it. Evens, it's good. Odds, it's bad.
Okay.
Evens, it's good.
Okay. Rhymes Binding Ice. I'm gonna need a con save from each of the three in front of me, please.
Okay. That is a 16, a 16, and a 10.
Okay, the 10 fails.
Okay, we'll say it's we'll say the 10 is the one that's like inside the.
The others just get clipped. That
Yeah.
fits. Okay, so they're only going to take half of this, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, it is half damage. Okay, I was going to say it's a level 2 spell. They better get hit for something. Okay, so the one out front there, his speed, he's encased in ice. His speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
And the other, and he'll take the full weight of this in cold damage. 13, and the others will take 6 cold damage.
Okay. So, as you unleash your torrent of ice, and it makes a huge, icy wave across, you see they are hit with the cold energy, and given their otherworldly undead nature, they are not quite as affected by the cold as you might expect.
Fuck. That's all I got. That's everything I have is cold. Actually, wait, no, I can transmute spells. Okay. Good to know for the future.
Yes. So it does a little bit less than you would have liked, but you still chipped a bunch of them.
All right.
And you said this one is frozen solid?
Yep, that guy is frozen solid, and his speed is currently 0, unless he's got something where he can just, like, float through walls or something. Then that probably doesn't do anything to him then.
Well, he is a ghost, so let me check. Is it restrained?
I believe so. Let's see. It does not say restrained. It merely says hindered by ice formations.
So there's no condition on him?
There's no condition on him.
All right. If it doesn't say anything like that, then that's what it says. It does have incorporeal movement, but if it doesn't have a move speed, then I think it's just hanging out, right? That's what that means?
It's up to you. I mean, if they're resistant to cold and you just, like... If there is incorporeal movement, then, like, I would argue that he probably isn't hindered by ice then, but it's up to you.
Yeah. Okay. We'll check back in on him. Richard, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. It is the groom's turn.
Oh shit.
The groom has its eyes on you, Andrew. As it starts to...
I'm taken!
It kind of just levitates off the ground about 10 or so feet and starts moving over towards you.
No,
Not
thank you.
quite get to you yet.
That's good. That's cool.
But it is sizing you up currently. Not quite sure what it's thinking about. Next up, it is Melanie's turn, and she is just going to continue to hide behind you, Sydney. She does not want to be here right now. The undead priest will follow after.
Sorry, stream.
And so then I said, "It's leaking? I hardly know her."
The aristocrats.
It is basically the aristocrats every time we do that, isn't it? Every time we do that bit. All right.
All right, are we back?
We are. Yeah.
Okay.
While you
What
were
is
gone,
that?
Artem, we did keep going. I decided to throw on a parrot outfit and start talking like Gilbert Gottfried. I am now the parrot from Aladdin, and I joined the bad guys.
Oh.
Look
you
at
did.
me go!
You did do this last week. You did.
Your
also do
impression
that
is
voice.
so fucking
It's
good,
very
though.
good.
Thank you.
It's so solid.
I'm very pleased with it.
Y'all, I'm sorry to admit this. I think last week I may have had a little too much, because that's blurry. I don't remember doing a Gilbert Gottfried last week.
Oh,
Well, you did
man,
one
it was
very.
good.
You did a very
It's
well.
still very solid.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're like, this is the first time I've done this. Oh, it's not?
Come on, guys. It's 8:15, and we're almost down one round of combat.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. So we got Ghost Pope rushing me.
Goes Pope.
Don't worry,
name is
he is
Papa
not going to
Emeritus.
cast a spell on you. He is going to cast a spell on the Hatbox Ghost,
No.
as shimmering light glows around him.
Go on.
He uses Sanctuary on the Hatbox Ghost.
You should not be able to do that if you're undead. That sounds illegal.
Undead Sanctuary.
That's blasphemous.
He's a priest. What do you want?
I mean, they're literally in a sanctuary right now,
Yeah, it's
so
fair.
makes sense.
Wasn't there a spell in 3.5 that was the opposite of Sanctuary?
I don't recall.
It was like
Rave?
literally an evil
what's
version.
the opposite of a sanctuary? mosh pit,
Or am I thinking of
Andrew.
hollow and unhollow?
maybe.
You're
Yes,
up.
that's what you're thinking of. How?
All right. Well, I had a plan, but instead, I'm going to pull out the Zorn Crystal of Brightness and aim it in front of me and say, fuck off! And in a 30-foot cone, blast blinding light at them. They need to succeed a DC 15 con save.
All right, very good. You might have guessed these spooky ghost boys are not the best. Excuse me, when it comes to con saves.
I had hoped.
But also, while they are immune to very many status ailments, blindness is not one of them.
Oh,
All right.
you gave me the pieces all along.
They all fail,
Yeah.
Nice.
and they are all currently blind.
Bonus
Nice.
action, disengage, and I'm gonna dip set over here.
What's a good one for blind? Little ninja, maybe?
They usually
Maybe it's
do
like
the
struggling
bleeding
to see.
eyes.
Is there bleeding eyes?
Yeah.
There's
or
an
a
eye.
bleeding eye. Or
Oh,
crying.
yeah,
It
yeah,
could
yeah.
be crying. I just assume it's blood.
My leg? No, that works.
Like a
I'm pretty
normal
sure it's the
person.
Neverwinter Nights logo.
It looks very Neverwinter Nights. Ooh.
You just engaged, so he cannot attack. Very good. Very nice round, Andrew. Artem,
Okay.
you're up.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know what to do to help anymore. Okay, so just to know, are these three ghosts in the middle here? Are they? What happened to them with the cold thing?
Were they hurt at all, or were they hurt a little?
They were hurt a little. They were
Okay.
they resist cold.
Okay. And this guy up here is maybe encased in ice. He might be able to phase right through it, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, let's do one thing for sure. I'm going to. Well. Nah, I'm just gonna. Team player. Team player. I am going to cast. Andrew, you've made it very difficult.
Could I don't have to go all the way there. I can stop here with a heroic stance, feet up on the pew.
I feel like, I mean, if the DM allows you to do that, that would be perfect. But
Two things, Andrew. You can repeat your fear save at the end of your turn.
Loud.
And yeah, you can be up there if you want.
okay, cool.
Well,
Yeah, I guess in character, as Andrew's running over, I'd be like, stop! And then cast Fairy Fire on these guys right here. So all three of them are within the radius.
I'm
These
not scared anymore.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Hey.
I said I'm not scared anymore.
So they need a dexterity saving throw, which they're probably fine at, but I'm hoping it works.
That is a 17, a 19, and a 7.
Well, the 7 fails, I guess.
I'm going to say it's this one because he's already
Having a rough
currently
day.
in ice.
Well, he's uber
Oh, he's-
easy to hit.
I will take advantage of that.
I guess that's my turn because I don't want to get opportunity attacked.
Okay. Andrew, you passed your wisdom save. You are no longer afraid.
Hell yeah. I'm a brave boy.
The organ continues playing, but those that have beat it are immune to its effect for 24 hours. The spectors, are going to continue their attacks. Artem, that is a 14 to hit.
Yep, meets it, beats it.
As you are hit with 12 points of necrotic damage as you are clawed across the
Motherfucker.
chest. Sydney, 18 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
You are hit by 10 points of necrotic damage.
Fuck. Now Tony can one hit me.
Richard,
Mm-hmm.
that is an 8 hit.
8 will not hit me.
All right. The spectator that you frozen in ice will indeed move out of said ice. It
Fuck.
takes up one of its turns. But still a good amount of damage that's been hit to it. It will try and hit you as well. Richard, does a 13 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
Interception!
All right. You reduce the necrotic damage down to 0 once again,
Nice.
as 7 necrotic damage would have come your way.
Sydney, you should really be like a bodyguard. You're really good at this.
Okay! Run!
The one at the top will try and resist its blindness. With a 19, it is no longer blind. That does it at the end of its turn. That is its move. Sydney, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to attack. The yellow is the fairy fire, or orange is fairy fired, right?
I believe so, yes.
So this goes to fairy fire. That hits.
Are you still afraid?
No.
You passed it?
Yes, I got 20.
Wait. Okay.
Not that this matters. And then, so that's 10 points to him. I'm going to spend a point and do Arcing Iron, so I get to attack the one in front of me too. 6 for 18.
That hits.
For 5. And then I would like to... I think I want to spend my action surge and maybe do the dodge action. Because Tony.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because otherwise I'm incurring attack ops if I try to go running. So we'll stay there. I'll action surge and do dodge as an action.
All right. Your first strike on the one that was fairy fired and ice blasted, you do cut through, and it does dissipate said ghost. It disappears. The other one, a solid hit, still floating, technically. Tony, you're raging, berserking, and afraid.
Yeah, but what about in the game? I need to look at something. Okay. So, now that I'm in this position, technically, the Ghost, Sid, and the Bride are all viable attack options, are they not? They're all technically the same distance?
That is
I
correct.
swear to
Yeah.
God, if you attack her.
So I was about to say, guys, this might go real bad, real quick, depending on where this goes. Alright, so I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 or 2, it's the Ghost. 3 or 4, it's the Sid. 5 or 6, it's the Bride. Because it's gotta be random. I can't choose.
If you attack her, I'm beating your ass.
That may be the best way out of this. Oh, well, good news, Sid. I'm attacking you instead.
Sick! But I'm taking dodge as an action, so it's
You
a
are.
super disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, what does that put me? That puts me at disadvantage, right?
Well, you're
That's-
afraid anyway, right?
Yes.
Yes.
so you're
Okay.
at
Good.
disadvantage anyway.
Okay. Good. Good.
But
good,
if
good.
you'd like to reckless attack, you can nullify all of those.
I would like
No!
to reckless attack, and if that misses, I'll use
'Cause
my
I'm
point of
dodging!
inspiration. I'll use my point of inspiration as well.
I'll allow it.
Well said. At least you got
Oh.
saved from a crit.
No.
The Berserk Axe wants blood. Tony, roll for damage against Sydney.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. And that's just a reroll. It's another roll, right?
Yeah, but I'm hoping.
Well, at least it won't be a crit. Sid, what's your AC?
18.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Artem. That would have killed me.
Okay.
All right, so Artem, you see a blow coming towards Sydney. You already overheard that Tony's like not doing well. Something's off about him. You're able to weave a silvery barbs, and you narrowly push to another timeline where Sydney is not hit by the silvery barbs. Well done.
Guys, maybe we need to go to,
Thank
to
you.
Tomorrowland and find, like, whatever machine Walt's head is in. Maybe I can get in it for a little bit and, like, decursify. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna lock you in a room here.
Tony,
Thank
is there
you,
anything else you'd like to do?
No. No, there is not.
Would you like to save against the fear?
Actually, if it's already, considering everything's kind of moving into the same space anyway, I don't think it's going to make a difference now. So this time I will save against the fear. Because because I thought the boss was going to stay planted, because it is moving this way. If I berserk this way, I get to attack things away from you guys. That's the whole point, guys. It literally does make strategic sense.
Rolled 2 natural 20s tonight.
Well,
Get
all
outta
right.
here.
Well, I'm no longer afraid, guys. Good news. Good news. I'm out for blood of all of you, and I'm no longer afraid.
Tony, you are now berserking and raging, but you're not afraid anymore.
All right, cool.
You hear that?
So listen, if you guys move away far enough, leave this ghost to me, then like one of these guys will be the next target. You know what I'm saying?
Richard, you're up.
Alrighty. So I'm hearing the strategy is get away from Tony. I got a lot of temp
that
HP.
definitely is.
I got a lot of temp HP right now that I don't really want to get rid of with a spell.
Back
Do
on.
I can either disengage, or I could Armor of Agathis, bump it up a little bit, and maybe have them take some damage. I don't know, that might be a waste of a spell slot. I'm gonna disengage and start
Okay.
moving towards the big bads. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all I can do. So that's it.
The Hatbox Ghost, floating about 10 feet off the ground, is currently blinded as you see where its invisible face is, you see little sizzling smoke coming out from its sockets. It does not like this. It is going to wave its cloak around itself, and much like Tuxedo Mask, is going to disappear.
Guess you was scared of us, guys. You ran away. One down.
I don't like that at all, actually.
I don't like that.
Not one bit.
Like, yeah, he's gone!
Okay. Next up, Melanie. Melanie sees what's happening to Tony, and you just take the swipe at Sydney. It's like, oh no, this might have been a mistake, actually. I'm gonna go, actually. And she will also kind of ethereally move away.
Good move, girl. thing.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
I was
So
about to
there's
say
no
the same
attack
thing. Like,
off.
good plan. Get out of here.
And yeah.
Yeah, does that bring in an attack of opportunity?
Wait, is
or-
she floating or is she bamfing?
She's floating.
Is she disengaged floating?
Yeah, is she disengaging?
Because that's my thing, Tony. You're like, if you guys could get distance, that'd be great. It's like, I might die trying to get distance.
Let's see. Does the Berserker axe
I mean-
do?
This is her
Attack of
wedding.
opportunity.
It's a little late to be disengaging at this point.
She really
Ayo.
wants to disengage, though. She really wants
Probably
to
should.
disengage, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say attack of opportunities. So she is disengaging and she is going to float.
Okay. All right.
There's
Guys,
nothing
maybe-
that says anything. You regard everyone as your enemy right now, Tony. So if
Yep.
anyone's moving away from you, they're trying to escape your wrath.
Nope,
So-
I got it. That's why I asked. Because if I gotta swing, I gotta swing.
The undead priest is still currently blind.
Suck it.
He's going to kind of wander around. He's going to attempt to save against it. He does not. He is clearly still blind, just clutching his face. Andrew, you're up. You're no longer afraid. You can move around.
I have the power of being a smartass once more. What a beautiful wedding. But I chime in with the gun that I found on a cowboy, and I shoot at the Pope Man.
Okay, let's see attack.
It's at advantage because he's blind.
I
Oh,
want
hell
that
yeah.
as
All
a
right.
cover.
That hits.
Alright.
Both of those hit real good.
Let's go.
He is blind. You are at advantage. So that is a sneak attack.
There we go.
Fuck you, Pope Man.
All right. 15.
Very nice. He he was rather healthy before, not anymore. That is a massive hit. He's just like, oh, as he's
Cool.
blind and not bleeding, but severely hurt.
And I'm gonna rush over here and kind of slide behind and under the pew and gonna try to hide.
Give me a hide check.
Not
Okay.
great, but it's something.
Artem.
How's the guy in front of me looking out of sheer curiosity?
Okay, you hit him with one moderate vicious mockery already. He did take a good chunk out of you before.
Yeah, he did. I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm gonna try and shocking grasp.
Okay,
14?
14 hits.
All right, I touch him and I lightning his ass. And I go, I don't know you, as I hit him with my taser.
All right.
And then I don't want to go near Tony because he's on a fucking blood spree. And yet, that might be the only way to go. Because I'm assuming we want to protect that ghost. Okay, so,
Working on it.
yep, I'm gonna move down
I'm
here
trying.
and then move right here. Into danger zone, but okay, it's fine. Everything will be fine.
Artem, I will say, when you place your hand to try and usually grab him to use, you do damage. However, it does
This is
not
the
do as much
lightning?
damage as you would think.
It's fine. At least he can't opportunity attack me.
Yeah, you are able to get away. So, next up, the Spectres are going to go. Let's see. We got this one. Chasing after you, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
We got this one. Chasing after you, Artem.
I hate this.
We got this one. The Spectre just saw Tony take a swipe at Sydney, and he's kind of like, they don't pay me enough to ask these questions. This one,
Please ask the question.
going to float over here. In this general area. I will give it a perception check to see if it can spot where you went. That is a fail. It is looking for you currently, Andrew. It cannot spot you at the moment. The other ones are going to take attacks. Richard.
Yep.
That is a 17.
That'll hit.
Sydney. That is a 21. Artem. That is a 9.
Doesn't hit.
Sydney, I know I ran away from you, but help me anyway. Intercept, please.
Wait, who needs it? I guess Richard, you.
No, I don't need it. I'm doing great on health right now.
Okay, how is it? I'm gonna save it in case Tony fucking destroys Sydney.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
please do that.
Yeah.
you can take
Richard.
a fucking ghost.
Yep.
You take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, I can
Sydney,
handle
you
that.
take 9 points of necrotic damage. Artem, you take no points of necrotic damage.
I'm okay with that.
I would like this thing to make a con save, please, as I give it a frigid retaliation.
Ooh.
Okay.
Bitch.
It's gonna be resistant to it, but fuck it.
Richard, that is a natural 1.
All right. So it does double damage, right?
You need to stop with that. You need to stop with that.
Like what?
You go a natural, and I'm like, and it's 1.
I wouldn't.
Okay. So it's gonna take 1d8 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 2, so 1d8 plus 2 cold damage, and its speed is reduced to 0 until the end of its next turn. So it cannot
Okay.
move on its next turn.
Let's see some damage.
Yeah. 2.
A modest amount of damage, but you reduced its speed to 0. There's
Yeah, but
nothing
you
can do
can't
about that.
chase me.
And as you've seen, these things are quite fast. Good to know. So, Sydney.
Okay.
I will say the specter in front of you right now. Look at about half health. Another one of those swings like you did before, you could probably take it out. Tony, on the other hand, much more health. So much health.
Mhm. And I don't know the nature of the curse so much as it's just he's attacking everybody.
It's just Tony's starting to attack you right now. And it seems he's going through something. He's yelling Griffith, whoever that guy is.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I think in this little amazing moment right here, right now, I'm going to shift here and risk an opportunity attack from the Spectre. And I'm going to attack the one with, like, going after Artem. To hopefully get rid of that one, but maybe Tony will attack somebody else.
That is a 16 attack of opportunity.
It doesn't hit!
Okay.
It's not a D12. 20. 15?
That is a hit.
Sick. Not like it does a lot. Boop. 11. Nice.
You carve it in 2.
And then
It is dead again.
I look at Armin and I'm like, you have got to go.
I know it.
Here.
Tony, who's next on your list?
Oh no. There's a ghost.
Well, I know, but it's got to be odds evens because Sid's also here.
Yeah.
All right, Sid. Odds you, evens ghost. Wait. Ryan, on
Yes.
odds I attack the ghost, and on evens I do not attack Sydney. Sound good?
Close.
All right, odds ghost, even Sydney.
Fuck.
It's Sydney.
You're a bitch.
I am glad that we saved the silvery barbs just in case.
I know. I'm gonna wait to see if it hits, and if it does, I'll try. Oh,
It doesn't.
Nice.
What is it? It's a 14.
14.
Ah, I didn't even look. I was just like, somebody tell me. Fuck.
Oh, this is fun. I get it now. I'm starting to get it now. Tony, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? Oh,
I would not.
You're allowed.
No.
Okay.
No. No. I would not.
Richard, you're up.
Yep.
This thing still has attack of opportunities, but
Yes.
you has 0 movement now.
All right. I'm gonna go for it because I think right now I'm just out of range. Just out of range. Oh well, if I. No, still okay. Doesn't matter if I move 5 feet or 30, so I might as well move 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's see. It's here. 1, 2. I can't be in the same spot as one of these guys.
You can shove him out of the way.
I'm gonna just like hop up onto here.
Okay.
Just shove Peapod out of the way.
Alright, so that's an attack of opportunity that I take.
That is a 7.
Roper. And I'm gonna try to turn this into some thunder damage. So I charge up what would have been an ice knife, turn it into a little like electric thing, throw it out, and then that's piercing. That's like a piercing bolt that then will go into thunder. And it's Dex, don't ask me why, but that's the way it goes with sorcery points. So first I need to roll to see if I hit the damn thing. Well, it needs to make a Dex save.
Okay. That is a 9.
All right. 6. 6 thunder damage. Oh, was I supposed to do that at advantage? The thing.
Oh,
to...
yeah, he is blind currently. Yeah. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Well, fuck. Okay, never mind.
That said, even with just the ambient damage of the thunder knife explosion, you are able to take out this priest as his
Holy shit!
bones explode everywhere.
Nice. Okay. All right, was worth the attack of. Okay. All right, that's it. That's it for me.
Okay. Next up,
Uh-oh.
That fucker turned invisible.
Just about to say, and she's over there all by herself.
I know, that's what I was trying to get to.
Andrew.
Yes.
You're kind of like underneath the pew right now, feeling very confident, feeling like no one has spotted you. And suddenly, around you, you feel a brittle coldness as staring directly in front of you appears
What?
the Hatbox Ghost.
Uh-huh.
He looks deep into your eyes and says, "Your body shall do nicely." And he will try to move into you to possess you.
No means no.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, I
Yeah.
need a charisma saving throw.
Andrew, I swear to God. Oh, thank God.
The Hatbox Ghost moves into your space, and you can see the ghostly gas move through, don't you dare, Artem, into his eyes. However, Andrew, you are able to maintain your sense of composure. You think about your own sense of self as foreign thoughts begin invading your mind, and you forcibly push the Hatbox Ghost back out of your body.
Hell yeah.
It
Hell yeah!
failed to possess you. And that is the Hatbox Ghost's turn. But it has revealed itself. It is right there next to you. And it will stand up after it fails to possess you. Melanie is going to kind of continue to avoid being detected. She doesn't really want to get involved in this unless people ask her otherwise. The undead priest is dead. Dead priest. Goodbye. Andrew, you're up. You're right next to the Hatbox Ghost.
Oh my god.
Did this whole interaction get me outed to this guy here?
Once the Hatbox Ghost stands up, the specter would turn over in your direction.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and roll a performance check to activate the Harmonic Dueler.
Okay.
That will pass a DC 15.
Sing! It's on.
I rise, just blade full up above me. I'm just, and then I assume while they're looking up at it, I'll just woof, swoosh it down and try to smack Hat Ghost.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's not at advantage at this point.
I don't think it would be.
Okay. Couldn't get the jump on anyone.
That still hits, though.
Tight. Now, I think I've been inputting the damage wrong, because I thought it replaced the Dex modifier with Charisma modifier for damage, but it says here, granting all your melee weapon attacks additional damage equal to your Charisma modifier.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. So I need to redo the macros, but so that should actually be 13 piercing and 4 sneak.
Okay. 13 piercing and 4 sneak.
Yeah.
For 17 total damage. A devastating hit on the Hatbox Ghost. You stand and you plunge your rapier into his chest, and you hit him strong. And he kind of recoils as he kind of shudders with his walking cane. And you see in the Hatbox on his side, reacts like...
I hope this isn't insensitive, but I think I'm going to ghost you now. And I disengage.
That is culturally offensive!
Oh wait, no. Shit, never mind. I can't. I already used my bonus action. Different ghost pun. Boo! Boo-hoo! Ah!
That was terrible. Terrible.
It was. I'll get you next time.
Alright. Are you going to try and take 2 attack of opportunities?
I think that would be a bad idea, so no.
Okay, so you're staying put.
I think that's unfortunately my best course of action.
Okay. Artem.
Okay. So I think the reasoning for this is going to be that, I probably wasn't super paying attention to what was happening here because I had a ghost in front of me. But now that I've seen Tony physically take a swing at Sydney, I'm like, oh, it's that thing he took. Because I know about cursed items from our D&D games, which canonically have had for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast Heat Metal on the axe.
Nice.
Tony,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to do a con save against Artem's DC 14.
I know you're
take
going to
3
beat
though,
it,
right?
but I'm hoping.
I just take 3, right?
You take the 3 unless you can drop it, I think?
I think you take it and drop it if you fail.
Yeah, like you gotta have some damage at the top.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
what's the
you take
point?
the damage regardless, but if you fail, you
I don't fail.
Fucking
well-
A.
Tony,
He ain't dropping this thing.
You smell as your fingers start to singe and burn, but this only further motivates you. They want to part you from your beloved axe. They don't understand the bond between a man and his weapon. They just don't understand it. They're trying to tear you apart.
I will say
Isn't it that he has disadvantage now moving
Yes,
forward?
I will
because he
say,
didn't
so,
drop it? Thank
Tony,
God!
you have disadvantage on your attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Alright, cool.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna move over here and be like, no. I can still silvery barbs you from here.
Do I? Oh, I have to attack off you, don't I?
No, not
No, you weren't
me.
anywhere near him.
You're just
But-
out of range.
But
Okay,
if
good.
Sydney chooses to run away, your attack op is at disadvantage. So
You can
use
disengage and get out of there. If you disengage and get out of there, you leave me to do nothing but attack ghosts
It's
until I
true.
work my way over to where Andrew is.
Get over here.
You start running over to Melanie, and she's like, no, other way. It is the Spectre's turn. This one has finally found its target, and now is going to flank Andrew. Richard, you said until the end of its next turn? It cannot move?
Right. Yeah, it can't move right now.
Can't move? That is a problem, because it can't do anything. So he's just chilling. This one will. You know, they say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So in a weird way, Sydney, you're allies with the Spectre right now. As you're both trying to kill Tony.
That's kind of awesome, actually.
Y'all remember Ryan?
She's not.
Ryan and
She's
that
not.
thread
She's not trying to kill Tony.
when Tony
Not yet.
lost his shit and we all tried to beat up Tony.
I do.
True story. It's a true
I
story,
remember
guys.
that really well.
Yeah.
Artem burned his fingerprints off. We had to laugh about it later.
We
It's
knew
fine.
he was going crazy from the time that he turned blue.
We all
we
showed
knew
up
that he
at
was
work
starting
the
next day.
to shapeshift and change into something else.
Tony, that is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Fuck!
Andrew, that is a 20 to hit.
That will do that.
Jesus.
For 14 points of necrotic damage, it
I don't
claws
like
into your
that.
back.
I don't wanna.
Oh
You said
my
14?
God.
14.
Ouchie.
Was that the big bad or the spectator?
That was the Spectator. That was a very good damage roll.
I am realizing I could have dipped out and only taken the one opportunity attack. But I didn't realize it until we were already on to the next turn, and it was like, well, here we are.
Sydney, it seems that one of the members of the Haunted Mansion has joined your crusade in order to kill Tony. What do you do with this information?
I will now that I'm not gonna get 50 attack ops on my way out, or like more so now that Melanie is not going to be subject to the stuff, I will fucking bounce out of here. So we're gonna spend an entire action avoiding Tony's attack op. And 15, 20.
Just like what happened for real.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to this one. That's me. That's the turn.
You okay? You disengaged?
Yes. Yeah, that's where I'll be. That's where I gotta go.
Tony, your life has been made much easier. There is now only one enemy currently in your vicinity.
All right. Well, let's destroy him. All right. Here comes a big cursed axe swing. Oh, good news, guys. I'm not as dangerous.
It is
Not that
technically at
everyone-
disadvantage too, but you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do I bother? I mean,
I don't think so.
I mean, if he was recklessly, then he'd cancel it out.
That's true.
I'm so happy that you can't roll anymore. So glad. Good for you.
It's funny.
All right, it's at disadvantage because my hand's on fire. Do I take damage now?
No, I
I
can
think
re-up it
part of
on
the
my.
mask-
Oh, you
turn.
maintain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Okay.
bonus action to do more damage or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good news, guys. I'm never gonna hit anything for the rest of the fight, and I'll just be poorly fighting this ghost till the end.
Richard.
There's no great option here.
Looks
To
good
go
to me,
save
Andrew.
Andrew.
That's what well. That is definitely what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to think of how I want to do it. 1, 2. I'm gonna like run over here, hop down. That's 4, 5, 6. I'm like starting to run over this way. I can't twin and transmute a spell. So I don't know. It's the spectator that just hurt Andrew really badly. If I could help take throw over a transmuted ray of frost, the thunder seemed to do well, so I'm gonna hit him with some boom. And I'm gonna transmute that to some thunder damage. And I'm gonna try to hurt this guy. 14? Is that enough to hurt the little one?
Yes. Sid, can I get some new dark organ themed boss music? What are you doing at this? Sorry.
I rolled a 14 to hit with a transmuted ray of frost, so it's a ray of boom.
Oh,
Boom.
That
Here
hits.
comes the boom, not ray of frost.
Okay.
you gonna give him a boom boom?
Oh,
Minimum damage. Okay. This is
kind of looks around like did someone say that?
This is where heroic inspiration would come in handy. You can re-roll anything. Okay, well, 1 thunder damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 for whatever that's worth.
You okay?
I'm sorry, Andrew, I tried.
thank you.
Next up is the Hatbox Ghost. Now,
Well, I guess there's no way of me knowing of if that seemed resistant to thunder or not. This is minimum.
it did take the damage. Or hold on, sorry. Did it on the Spectre?
Yep.
I will say it did resist the damage. I will give you 1 point of damage,
I think
Is that
there is a
not
minimum of 1 on resistance.
I think
don't
it was a minimum
cuts
of
it to
1.
0.
but it really didn't seem to notice you thunder.
God damn it. Okay.
Can you do holy, radiant?
No, I can't. All I've got
can.
is elemental, and I think undead
Oh.
ghostly things are resistant to all of it. So I can't do much in this fight,
Oh
unfortunately.
shit.
I'm trying.
Hey, no, you're doing great.
Next up, the Hatbox Ghost. Now, the possession ability is a recharge ability. It cannot
Mhm.
spam it. In theory. That said, it is going to try to get it back.
Gonna do this, ma'am.
A 1, it does not succeed. It
What?
tries to focus its energy, and it's like, God, dumb bastards. He is going to reach inside of his hat box and remove his own head. And it's like, you are not welcome here. You must leave. Post haste! And he is going to use
He's gonna cast haste on me? Thank you.
horrifying
Uh,
visage. As it's like, you know when they do the Beetlejuice where we see the back of his head and something
Mhm.
horrible happens in the front and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Ugh, boom." Everyone within, I want to get this right, 60 feet
606D?
Of the Hatbox Ghost sees, hears, tastes, and smells a horrifying visage.
What can I do for you? I'm on a call.
I need a wisdom save from...
Literally everyone but Melanie.
I'm seeing you are safe.
I just
Arden.
measured it. I'm 55 from him.
Weird. Because I have aura on him.
I'll take it. I'm not going to argue.
Do you see aura?
I don't see the...
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I didn't think I saw aura, but then I had to zoom out. And yes, in fact, it's all aura.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, weird.
Huh, okay.
Sydney, Tony, Andrew, Richard, I need a wisdom save from all of you.
At a 21.
Yeah.
Andrew.
And I got a 10.
I got a
Andrew
13.
is good. Tony, you are good.
Really?
Hmm.
With 13, okay.
Sydney and Richard, neither of you are good. Andrew, I think you must have been like looking the other way when that happened, because somehow, or you just tanked it. You just face tanked this horrible. You're like, what else you got?
I think I'm being so unserious right now. I'm really channeling some like Ryan Reynolds energy that I'm just deflecting any fear away at the moment through the sheer power of sarcasm and smarm.
All right. Okay, Richard and Sydney, you guys both did not fail by more than 5. I want to say this because it so rarely comes up. But, horrifying visage. Each non-undead creature within 60 feet of the ghost that can see it must succeed a DC 13 wisdom saving throw or be frightened for a minute, which you guys are. If the save fails by 5 or more, the target also ages 1d4 times 10 years. I was hoping to get one of you. I was just hoping to get like one of you. But none of you blew it for that one, thankfully. Yeah, you could have aged like you guys could have aged 20 years in a second.
Well, obviously that didn't happen because we're still the same age now.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
That
would
is
have been
what
wild if y'all had like come back as grandparents somehow, you know?
Yeah, that's its turn. So Richard and Sydney, you guys are both afraid. You cannot move closer. You have disadvantage on attacks and abilities, and you cannot move closer to the Hatbox Ghost. Melanie is still hiding. Andrew, you, whether it was you were shown R-rated movies at way too young of an age, but you are undisturbed. What would you like to do?
Woo! Oh wow, man! Were those practical effects? That was really good. That was yeah. Oh, sorry. Time and place. Ba-gow! Stab at him.
Nice.
That was a hit.
Don't get sneak attack, unfortunately. Unless bonus action disengage and relocate there and then attack.
If you do that, I can start doing more AoEs. I just couldn't do any while you were right in the middle of everything.
Perfect. All right, yeah. Cool. So I'll attack that. Sneaky's on.
Nice.
16 damage.
Very nice. That's 23?
I'm sorry. Yeah, 23.
Very nice damage on that. Another solid blow from you, Andrew. Well done.
Oh, thank you. And,
Artem.
Question. The aura was like a one-time effect thing, right? Like it's not continuously radiating outward.
Correct.
Okay.
He did the horrifying thing with his head, and then he put it back in his hat box.
Okay. Well, in that case, he has moved closer to me, which he doesn't know is a bad idea, but I know is a bad idea. Because I'm gonna cast Shatter right in between him and the Spectre, so it'll hit
Okay.
both of those. And I'm gonna need a con save. Wow, the damage rolled absolutely terribly, but you know.
Why does it say 6 plus 0?
Because you don't add modifiers to spells.
Okay, that's just weird.
That is unfortunately an 18 and a 16.
All right, well, they both at least take 3 thunder damage. And the pews are fucking destroyed.
Yes, indeed. However, as incorporeal undead ghosts, they both resist.
Well, hey, Tony, go ahead and roll
Yes,
me
sir.
another con save. That's my
Be
bonus
on
action.
fire some more.
You take
Alright,
7 fire damage. I did more damage
hold
to
on.
Tony
I
than
don't
them.
remember my. Hold on. What's my con? I think my con's +5.
There you go. You drop the axe.
All right, I drop the axe. Ow! And then I take the 7 fire, which for me is
Yes.
3 fire, but. Okay.
It's 3 fire?
Are you
I'm
resistant to
raging.
fire? You're not resistant to all damage.
You. Oh, that's right. It's just piercing,
Piercing,
slashing,
slashing,
whatever.
bludgeoning.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Right. Never mind. I take the 7. Sorry, it's the magical part that people always go, but it's magical. Doesn't matter. If
Yeah.
you're a barbarian, it's all
Correct.
melee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my bad. I got those confused. I take full 7 and I drop the axe.
You do indeed.
It's
Artem,
just
do
like
you
again.
have-
It's just like what happened. I came back with no fingerprints from Ryan's wedding.
I'm helping. And then
oh, thank you. Ow.
I'll move up here, I guess. That's probably a bad idea, but you know.
Okay. The Spectre's turn. The Spectre sees Tony drop its axe, and it seems to be coming from you, Artem, based on your incantations and movements.
Uh-huh.
And it is going to float over towards you.
Tony does get an opportunity attack.
I do,
Tony,
but
you
because
can
like
punch the ghost if you wish.
So if I'll elaborate on this offline if I need to, but as somebody who has a story about punching a ghost, I'm going to punch that ghost.
All right, punch the ghost.
This is unarmed strike, right?
Yes, it is.
God, I
Oh,
wish you
and
had the thing that
actually-
could turn it grapple.
What's funny is because I think this would apply here. You tell me, Ryan. Because of the curse, I have disadvantage on attack rolls with weapons other than this one. If we're considering this a weapon other than this one, I also do this with disadvantage.
Huh.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna
It's probably
say
not gonna
due to the
matter.
nature. I think rules as intended. You want to be
with my
with the
axe.
rest.
Yeah.
So
Which is
think
why
it
Which is why I don't even think I would take the attack, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like
You
if
don't
I
have
poke-
to if you don't want to.
No, I mean, let's see what happens because it's funny.
Does it not break him out of the immediate berserk if he drops it?
Don't
It
think so.
says no. It says
If anything, it's anytime I take damage while I'm holding the thing.
Oh.
Whenever another creature damages you while your weapon is in your possession. So technically, even like you hurting me, technically could start the berserk.
Oh.
I see this
the-
berserk stake ends when you start your turn, and there are no creatures within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear.
Right.
Well, damn.
So
Yeah.
until
but
that happens,
yeah. So I really don't think I would even take the attack. Like if that's my sole focus is the axe, I don't even think I would take one, to be honest. And it
Yeah.
wouldn't matter. What is my mundane fist going to do to a ghost? That's what
Not a
he
lot.
said.
Strength, damage, and rage.
That's true. Rage punch the ghost.
This one is going to go up to you. And now that there's someone next to the specter, so can attack Sydney. So let's get some rolls. All right, Sydney, that is a 22. Richard, that is a 6. Artem, that is a 6.
To hit?
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Sydney, you get 6 points of necrotic damage. Sydney, you're up.
Very specifically, like, wait, no, I know the answer to that. I was gonna see if I couldn't run and grab the fucking axe, the cursed axe, and just, like, yeet it somewhere so Tony couldn't get it, but that's moving towards...
I mean, you'll
Batman,
just make me
basically.
run after it, but it kind
It
of
would
still
still
hits.
hit. Nice, nice. Save.
Minimum damage, but still a good hit.
And I think for fun, I'm going to go ahead and do second wind.
Okay, top off. Also give me a wisdom save to try and save against.
9.
Nah.
Oh no, sorry, that was my healing.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
1. I'm doing so
Actually,
good. I'm doing so good.
no. Tony, you are
Love
still
it here.
berserking. That said, you're no longer holding on to your axe currently.
Yeah. What does it cost me to pick my weapon up off the floor?
We'll say it's a interact with object action, which I think is a free action.
All right. I pick it up, and I look around. Still berserking, still raging. Also, technically, by that definition. Odds, it's the specter on the left. Evens, it's this guy minding his own business on the pew on the right.
Okay.
They are equidistant. Oh, this guy's gonna have a bad day. I don't know who this ghost man is, but I'm going to, for the heck of it, run at him with my charger feet. Because
Okay.
he was 10 feet away. I don't know what's gonna happen here, guys, because he's just an innocent bystander, and a 19 is probably gonna hit.
I do
That
think
hits.
it's still at disadvantage. Or no, I guess not. No, because you.
Yeah, it'd be
Is
a
it-
new.
it's still a disadvantage because it's on fire, right?
It'd be
Yeah.
a new cycle of heat metal. Well, is
Okay.
it still? Are you
It
maintaining?
doesn't
is-
maintain. You have to trigger it.
okay, yeah. So it's yeah. So Artem would have to do it anew. If
Correct.
Okay.
I
Yeah, so
believe it is like on it, but it's not like searing hot. Right
Yeah,
now.
so it would be
Yeah.
like a noose. You'd have to like re-up it, I guess. All right. Well, this guy at the pew's been that day as I deal 32 damage to him. Is that max damage? That's
Yep.
as I deal max
Jesus.
damage with the charger feet to him.
Wow.
Yeah, this was like, you know, when you're at the end of the ride, and there's just like a bunch of ones
Oh,
singing.
actually, I'm sorry. It's 34. The rage damage isn't on that.
Isn't +2 your rage damage?
No, D6 plus 2 is my holy berserker damage,
Wow.
and plus 5 for charger. 34.
What's the +7 then?
That's just from a regular axe. So I'm normally, I have
I
plus
think that's
4.
with the rage.
I have plus 4 strength.
Yep.
It is a plus 2
Plus 1 weapon.
proficiency bonus and a plus 1 weapon. Oh, that's my hit to attack. My bad. Sorry. So it is the +7, 32.
This is like one of the like funnier ones at the end of the ride, and you just completely annihilated him.
All right.
Richard, you're up.
Alrighty. I don't know where in my ancestry I pull this from, but I'm gonna stand up on this pew, hop up on here, and I'm gonna go ahead and unleash fire and fury on these guys. I'm going to do a Rhymes Binding Ice, but a fire version.
Okay.
Like a flame-throwing Kamehameha. I'm gonna need a con save from this specter and this ghost.
Okay. On save. Interesting. That is a 17 on the Spectre. That is a 12 on the Hatbox Ghost.
Okay. Hatbox Ghost gets full damage to this. 19 probably halved, but still.
There we go.
19 fire damage, and then 9 to the Spectre. And I guess the ghost is encased in fire, and its movement is 0 unless it spends an action removing the fire that is surrounding it.
Shoot. Just where were you at? I'm going to say... you are correct. Both of them do resist the elemental fire damage due to their undead nature. Say that again. They're unable to move?
The guy up here who failed, he is unable to move. His movement is 0 unless he spends an action getting out of it, or he's got incorporeal movement, so maybe he can just get out of it. But what was I going to say? But anyways, so that's 19 halved, so that would be 9 fire damage to him, and I guess that's down to 4 fire damage to the guy in front of me.
Yes. That is correct.
That's the best I got with what I'm working with.
All right. Still solid. Still good. The Hatbox Ghost is going to attempt to roll again to get its possession back. It really wants to be close to you, Andrew. Although maybe he wants to be close to you now, Richard. But it does not seem it is meant for him this day. The Hatbox Ghost will kind of slam his stick down and then let it go, and it will continue to float in the air. And he is going to reach out and grasp at you, Andrew, with its withering touch.
Fuck.
But I'm guessing an 11 is not going to hit.
No.
It reaches towards you, but you are able to just sidestep it out of the way. It's like, fools. Stop him! And he is going to point in the direction of you, Tony, as 2 of these guys transform.
I'm sorry, what?
Autobot, roll out.
What?
Oh, it's good. They're already X guys. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
can
they
roll
transformed
his
into the
guess.
dead ghost, that's fine.
How come?
Keep me busy.
Nope, that's all right. There you go. You are attacking his guests, so he is going to have them defend themselves.
Yep. No, that's valid. It's valid. I'm glad I didn't hit his wife.
Melanie is going to kind of move around over to you, Sydney, and she's going to whisper to you, "You need to stop him. I'm sorry about earlier. I can explain everything. Please, you need to stop him. If you get his box, what's inside there, we can end this whole thing. Right now." And she is going to reach into her bouquet of flowers. And from it, pull out her own weapon. a small handheld hatchet. And she is going to take attack at the Spectre. Which is a natural 20.
Okay, Lizzie
All
Borden.
right.
Jesus.
Coming out swinging.
Why are we
I
saving
was-
her? She can handle herself.
She can handle it. I appreciate your words of wisdom, but I'm afraid and I can't even look that way, so.
For a solid amount of damage, this thing right next to you is barely holding on. As the Killer Bride pulls out her hand axe.
It's
Andrew,
like
you're up.
From her bouquet. She's just like, hello.
Gonna
It's been
keep
there the
on
whole time.
hacking and slashing. Ooh, it was close to that 20. 20.
20 is a hit.
All right. All right, another 16 damage.
Andrew,
Yes.
how do you want to do this?
Ah!
Oh man. What was okay, so I do a quick stab in the shoulder. I say, "You took my kids." Stab in the abdomen. "You killed Rufio." And a slash across the chest. And I don't remember the rest of the quote, but "You lost your hat." And I swing and chop just the top of his head off, and the hat topples off with it.
You cut through.
You know,
his
from
top
Hook?
hat.
Sorry.
You cut through, and he kind of stumbles back, almost in slow motion, as he slowly starts to fade away. He drops the hat box and kind of slides onto the ground.
I will go in.
And sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to follow it up. I'm going to flank with Richard, and I'm going to bonus action offhand with my dagger.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, that was not supposed to sneak. Less than 5, I think. I don't apply... I think it's just 2. 2 piercing, because I don't have the feat that lets me dual wield.
So, how much damage does it do?
2. Just 2.
Is this a mundane?
Mundane.
dagger?
Yeah, so probably just the 1.
You nick it.
I bother him.
Artem, you're up.
Well, I thought killing the Hatbox Ghost would save us, but I guess not, because he's dead.
Get the box!
Did you squawk that out?
Yes!
Well, I would if I could get there in time. Well, wait. If I disengage,
Who
can I
is
still
that?
do
Is
an
the
object
barista?
interaction?
What's that?
If I disengage, can I still do an object interaction?
I will say, since this is a plot specific, you're gotta use an action to do it.
Okay. Then, since I can't get...
If you don't get it, I can get it on mine.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to. So instead, I'll just fucking mock the dude in front of me, because that seems like a smart idea.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to pick it up? I'm not occupied with anything.
Shut up.
That does max damage. This thing is barely clinging on right now.
Get away, you Sneal. It's not my best insult.
Artem, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Like, no, I guess I'll drop concentration on heat metal because I thought having him drop it would do something, but let's not. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, well, I could try running away. Yeah, let's risk the opportunity attack. He does attack at disadvantage.
I rolled a 14 and a 15.
Fucking meets it, beats it.
Odds the one on the left, evens the one on the right. All right, the one on the right. Here comes the righteous fury of a cursed axe.
We know we talked about if you roll a natural 1, right?
We did.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna reckless attack.
What happens if he rolls a natural 1?
I lose the peg leg.
No, you throw the axe, your weapon away.
Oh no, I thought on a one my you
This
said the
isn't
peg
the
leg
peg leg weapon.
breaks. No, I fastened it to this.
Again?
No, we said that the strength of the peg leg that it gives you,
Right.
you swing, it slips out of your hands.
Right. Yeah.
Got it.
Right. But sorry, it meaning like the entirety of my weapon flies out of my hands is what you're saying.
Correct. It's all strapped together. It's all one thing.
Gotcha. I thought the peg leg was straight up breaking. That's why I was.
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, I misunderstood that. Well, then it would be within Berserk reason to recklessly attack.
Fair enough.
And that turns into a hit.
Okay.
I
I gotta say, Tony, I don't think you can't kill this thing in one hit.
I'm curious what its HP is. You can tell me after, I suppose. As I deal 18, the lowest damage roll from me for the night.
They cannot withstand. You are ghost-busting with the best right now.
All right. I turn to the other one and I see Sid behind it. I'm like, just make sure you make that distance.
Richard, you're up.
All right. I'm going for it. I see like there's still quite a number of them around, and I'm hearing go for the box, so I like go for it. Go for that box. So I'm gonna take the attack up. 1, 2, 3. Jump down or whatever it is I need to do. I go over and get that box.
That is a 13 to hit.
Barely hits.
Oh, you're not looking good, are you?
No.
Shit.
Richard,
Yep.
that is... I'm screenshotting it.
Fuck.
It could be good.
Good. Probably means it's either 11 or 12 points of damage that it does.
11 points of necrotic damage
Thank God.
done to you.
Whew.
You have 1 HP as you limp over to the hot hat box.
You took an attack up? Oh.
Doing everything I can. Uncharacteristic of me. Normally would have disengaged or put up an armor of Agathis, but in this case I was just going for it, hoping that it wouldn't kill me, and I guess it just barely paid off. I go over and I grab the box. What's in the box? I grab the box.
Do you reach inside to the box?
Yeah.
You reach into the box, and uncharacteristically for what the size of it is, you feel your hand plunge into an extra dimensional space. Like if it was a bag It is larger on the inside for holding things. As you reach inside,
I don't really get what you're referencing, but sure.
Like a duffel or a tote.
Uh-huh.
what are you reaching for?
I have no fucking clue. What am I supposed to be
Probably the
reaching for
McKee.
something? Yeah, I'm gonna look for a McKee.
Mm.
With the head.
You think in your head, McKee. And from within inside the hat box, it slaps into your hand. You reveal the McKee from inside the hat box, and it is now under your control. All of the ghosts, all of the undead guests, all of them disappear.
Whew.
Assuming you want them to go away. Unless you
I
would
do.
Like to keep
I-
Guys, Tony.
no,
Guys,
I've-
Tony.
Very-
Maybe swarm them all on me.
All right. I will say, this would normally be the end of combat. However, you currently have a berserker, Tony.
Mhm.
We could do this out of combat. We could do this in combat.
You know, I just want to say, of all my blue characters who I expected to turn villain someday, really thought it would be Dash first. Not me.
Okay, this is what I do. I turn them all against Tony. I said, like, everybody back up. We're gonna get this guy unconscious, and we'll wake him up after. The second, if they can get them to go down, then I pull everybody. I banish them all.
You want me to shoot him? I got a gun.
It's
Give me an
technically that's I get to rage half that because it is piercing.
Give me an Arcana check
Okay.
to control the ghosts.
Oh no.
Okay. And I control them to attack him non-lethally. To just drain him of enough energy with necrotic energy that he goes right to 0, but not below. Arcana? I think that's a +5 for me. Let's see if I got anything extra. I think I do. Yeah, +5. Okay. $15, not bad.
15 is looking for something a little bit higher.
Ugh.
Really? Mm.
Could I assist?
Or can take control of everything that's around you. Yeah, something a little
He's
bit
got a
higher than...
McKee.
You told me I could do it. If
That's fair,
the thing is I can't do it, then I'm not gonna try.
I didn't say you can't do it. I said roll for it.
Well, before you said that, I thought you said you can now control all these guys. So I was going off of that knowledge.
Fair.
Otherwise,
All right.
if it was you might be able to control them, then I wouldn't have them all attack Tony.
I didn't think you were going to have them all attack your comrade. Let me put it that way. But
Okay.
we can have them all fight Tony. I was trying to wrap this up.
What if I
But-
accept? I mean, we don't have to roll it. I've got 17 HP left, and they all deal magic damage, right? Like
Yeah.
we can
They all
play
do.
out if you want, but I feel like statistically, it's just gonna happen. Especially if he can like turn the rest of the guests into more ghosts. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. I will say, with a 15, Tony, if you... Let me see.
You want to just play? You want to roll it out? We can roll it out. Like
I might get you now. If you were to
Okay.
reckless attack, I probably could, to be
I
honest.
did. I
Oh,
did. Yeah.
Hi.
So let's roll it out. Yeah.
And if not, I've got a hold person in the chamber. I got one level 2 spell slot left.
Look, I'll hit him. I can try to hit him.
You are able to. With 3 attacks of opportunity, or 3 attacks at advantage, that is 9d6 necrotic damage coming your way. They are able to drop you.
Okay. Can
And
you
then
roll it?
I take him out the second he drops.
Okay.
And the second they're all away, I'm like, guys, what the fuck happened to Tony?
I think the
You
axe.
told us.
You made
The
us
axe.
kill him. That's what happened to him.
No. I didn't make Ghost kill him. Quick, we
before
gotta
that.
stay.
Necrotic damage, like, super fucky in terms of it, like, it really fucks everything up as far as your health goes? Or is that...
Yeah, I can speak from experience. I've got all but 1 HP of taken away from necrotic damage. It hurts like hell. I can attest. Let's try to fix the both of us.
That's just certain spells and weapons, Sid,
Oh, okay.
that do like an HP reduction thing.
Oh, okay,
like-
that's what I was...
That's for
like
Richard.
hobbling and limping over it, be like, I feel like fucking death right now. I just-
Richard, it's okay. You're gonna feel
want a
better in
milkshake?
just a second. Just
Okay.
rest. This is what being over 30 is like.
Oh god.
And you get 14
Oh, man.
health back.
I
Let me
wasn't.
tell you, it's worse when you're closer to 40 than you are to 30.
That's funny you say that because actually, as of the true story timing of this, I wasn't 30 yet. Actually.
Oh my god. Just a baby.
As the chaos of battle seems to subside, Melanie
lying
steps
there.
forward. Oh. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry about all this. I feel I have some explaining to do.
She's not like
Um,
wielding her hatchet, being like, "I'm sorry, let me explain all this." Is she like chill, or
No,
is she
she's
still
got
like,
her hatchet
"Let's
still.
go"?
No, she's still got her hatchet, but
Okay.
she's kind of like, I feel I have some explaining to do. Is he going to be okay?
Jury's out on that.
Figured out.
Artem, you got any of them healing slots?
I did. 14 for you.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
still.
I'm gonna let's take care of him real quick, and then we can hear from you because I'm pretty sure that axe is a Brad thing. What can we do with it? Is there any place?
Wait. Before we bring him back from unconsciousness, then can we destroy the axe? Can we do something that gets rid of it? Then
That's what I was saying. Like, is there?
Save the peg leg?
Oh, okay.
Can we put
Save
it
the peg leg.
in the extra dimensional hat box?
Oh,
Does that do
After-
anything?
After removing the peg leg from it.
After we leave the
Wait.
peg leg on it?
Where did you find that axe?
In
In
the
the-
creepy occult room.
yeah.
And you touched it?
Well, he did.
Well, he did, yeah.
All of us point at the same fucking
Everyone's
time.
like, you started it.
We?
Do you mind if I examine?
As long as you don't turn into a crazy axe wielding person.
Yeah, go for it.
She's gonna kind of float over past Tony's body, limp on the ground, over to the large axe.
He's stabilized, right? He's stabilized? We have him stabilized?
He's at 0. He's unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah. I pulled them out just as he started fainting.
Right. She kind of looks over it and she kind of traces it. And you can see she's studying it. Of course. This is where he got it from. That makes sense. I believe I can fix this. Both for you and for your friend.
That would be lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this is not the first time my father has dealt with enchanted axes before. And she kind of puts it on a little hilt on her side. And she holds her hand over the berserker axe and she kind of concentrates and her hands begin to glow. And there is a rumbling from the axe as it is like fighting against whatever she is trying to do. And there's kind of like a black essence that just kind of like tears off, like rips out of it and then flies out the window. And then it falls back down, motionless. There, I think that ought to do it. Again, I'm very sorry about everything that has transpired here. I feel I owe you all an apology. Sydney, was it?
Yeah.
I'm
How long were you in there?
um
The whole time, huh? It was the whole time.
The whole
when
time.
you walk through the
whole
front
time.
door.
Ah,
I'm really sorry. It's really intense here, and it's hard to find. And I think I can see into two worlds. I know that sounds crazy, but I think there's another world, like this one, but removed from ours.
It's not crazy at all.
In what way?
It's like this space, but different. And the people, my friends that are here, are like them, but not them. Like facsimiles, representations. I think, and I think whatever you have, and she points to you, Richard, holding the Maquis in your hand, that object there governs this space. I
That
thought it was just a trinket my
tracks.
father used, but I think it makes him some kind of master. Like a domain master of this. I don't know how large it is. I haven't been able to leave in a number of years.
Kind of a dungeon.
There is a dungeon. I mean, I'm glad
So
you guys
some
didn't
sort of-
find it.
Some sort of dungeon master then.
Again, I really want to apologize about kind of hitching a ride with you.
felt
For
you
what it's
down.
worth, I did try to help you when you were in the hallway. I did try to communicate with you. Maybe it didn't come through. But
Candles.
yes,
Oh, I snuffed out your candles.
that was the infinite hallway. You guys figured out that it was the candelabra that was causing the illusion. You were teleporting back and forth. My father, he was very talented with the arcane arts. Very powerful. But he said that he would take me, show me the world, other worlds. But then one day he just grew very cold and distant. I don't know what happened to him. He was like my son. Son as in S-U-N, not son as in S-O-N.
Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying.
He was brimming with so much power and potential. I think I had some of it too.
Who says you lost yours?
I didn't lose mine, but I didn't keep all of it either. When my ex-husband got a hold of it, he twisted this place into his own version of events. I felt before that, before when I was set to be married, I felt like I could do anything. Like I was a master of my own destiny, in the most literal sense. But then something happened. I felt I was being coerced, forced into a role I didn't ask for. I had visions, dreams of myself in our attic, clutching that well, my hand axe. It was a gift, a wedding gift. And it had somehow become the object of violence. I felt that I was being made to be a certain way, a violent, villainous way, but I didn't want that. I rebelled against that. I tried to. Until one night, the compulsions, the feeling to defend myself. Victor wasn't a good man, as you can probably tell. He was angry. He was violent. One day I couldn't take it anymore. And while I would never wish to act on it, I felt compelled. And now seeing this large axe here, I think I can see why. It's all cloudy and confusing now. I'm not quite alive, nor am I quite dead. I feel like this doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, but I feel like
A foot in each side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not my author of my own story. Like I'm this forced to be this one-dimensional killer, a Black Widow. But I didn't want that. I never wanted that. Eventually, I was able to rebel against it, purify my own hatchet. But by then, the damage had been done. Victor somehow found that trinket you have over there. And he was able to distort my home. Everything.
So do we think we can bring it back with the Mickey? Or do we think it's stuck this way?
May I see it?
I kind of looked at everybody to make sure, is this okay?
Can I insight check the ghost?
Yeah, go for it.
Aurora Borealis, can I see it? No.
No.
What's my insight? It's a +1.
17, pretty good.
I don't see why not.
All right, I hand it over.
Girl power.
She kind of takes the Mickey and she kind of concentrates on it. She's like, it feels like I'm near my father again. And she opens her eyes and it kind of glows and it emanates throughout the entire ballroom. And then it fades again. I don't think I can undo what has been done here. But there are still many, many souls trapped here. My own included. I think with the power of this, I could set them free. I could let their stories end. As opposed to being in a endless state. of limbo.
You'd effectively be killing them.
That's the thing. And she kind of looks out the back window, the back terrace, and you see the 999 gravestones. All likely at this point victims or experiments done by Elias to try and find eternal life. They're already dead.
I had a feeling. Just want to make sure you knew what you were doing.
From the opposite side of the room, you hear on the doors, "Slam! Slam! Slam!"
All right, guys, let's go. We got a Mickey. Let's get out of here.
Take out my gun.
And the door breaks open. And you see...
Be Charlie Angel style. Just
With me
We see fucking
me
nothing. Can we get out of there?
the backside of a suit of armor. And you hear, "Oh my god. What is wrong with you? Why are you like this?" And he spins around, and you see one of the roughed up suits of armor carrying a large crystal ball.
Being careful.
As Madame Leota is wheeled inside, her own personal attendant carrying her. It's like, "Is it safe to come in? I heard the smashing and the crashing and... Oh, Tony is dead. I am so sorry for your loss."
Not dead.
Did
You know, just
not
unconscious.
see that coming? Did you not know?
Yes,
I like the
mostly dead.
idea. I like the
Mostly
idea that Andrew had you guys Charlie's Angels pose, but then right next to you guys, like being all cool, it's just on the floor.
He'll get better.
From across the room, Melanie's like, "Leota!" And she rushes over, and she kind of like takes the crystal ball from the suit of armor, and she kind of lifts it up and hugs it to her. "It's so good to see you again." It's like, "It is good to see you again too, girl. You didn't want to fix me?" It's like, I couldn't. It's fine. It's fine. I found my own way. And Melanie leads over to where you guys are standing, and she places Madame Leota in one of the pews. The suit of armor also walks over, and Leota kind of looks over. It's like, "You are dismissed." And he kind of like nods, and then he collapses.
That's awesome.
It's like, good help is so hard to find these days.
Well, I suppose we should get you your storybook ending then, huh?
I see you have the object. The Orb of Creation? Is that what it's called?
That's what you call it.
I warned Elias not to tamper with it. It was more powerful than he could contain. Whatever it belongs to, it is not of this world. A higher world. Raw power. Unlike anything I have ever seen. I am glad that you are all safe. Do you have what you need to go home?
I think we need that key.
Yep.
Yep. And actually, we can't go home yet, so... Hey. Question. We have raising we are currently suspicious that Elias is W, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's cool. So we're probably gonna see her dad later. I was just thinking that part. I wasn't gonna mention, but like,
You do or don't say this out loud.
I do, and I'm gonna like. Do you want us to kill your dad?
Yeah.
I haven't seen my dad since my second wedding day. He left in a huff.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if I want him dead, per se, but he was researching dark things. Do you know where he is?
We have a feeling he's in,
Castle, right?
yeah, a large castle.
Not.
Okay, sure. So if what our theory holds out to be true, if we really take it to its end, your father died a long time ago, and he is somehow alive here, but in another world, he has been dead for a long time. And whatever kind of magic is keeping him alive in this other world where there's this castle, it can't be fully natural. Does that bring up anything in you? The idea that maybe he's, at least in one world, been dead for a long time already? At least we thought he was.
I think if anything has taught me, it's that life and death can mean a lot of things to different people. I am alive, kind of. Leota, you are alive, kind of. I am very much alive. I don't know what you're talking about. And she kind of like wiggles in her bowl. You are all alive, but you are not from here? A different plane, perhaps? Is your plane above mine or below this one? These
It's
are the
some kind of, yeah, some kind of darkest timeline thing, so it's probably in a plane below yours.
These are the kinds of things my father wanted to find out. I do know that this ghosts and ghouls, I don't think it's the thing he was looking for. At least he didn't seem satisfied. Never satisfied. He'll never be satisfied. But if what you're saying is true, he's been dead for a long time, maybe he failed? Or maybe he succeeded, but in a different way.
He failed upward if he failed.
Such is Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, he is a white man, so that kind of tracks. Leota kind of leans in her crystal ball. Where your journey goes, I'll be honest, I do not envy you. It seems that you are tugging at the strings of the fabric that keeps this world together. And what you find on the other end will likely not be as lovely as the two of us ladies. You need to be careful. That said, there are friends, such as myself and Lady Ravenswood, that you can find. There are others that are no doubt servants to this otherworldly foe. And if Elias is still out there, he may not have the wherewithal to accept his end. He may need some convincing. But it is also entirely possible that your ways may not be enough if he is searching for the life that I think he is. How does one kill an idea?
Too much tequila tends to do it. Forget it.
Or you just, wipe out everyone who ever had the idea.
In the side.
Yeah, basically. That's one way that people kill ideas, unfortunately.
I can tell you, Melanie here is something of both worlds. Your world and this world. She is not quite fit for either, but it gives her a unique insight into the way things are, much stronger than my own. And if I were to have trained her in life, I couldn't say how powerful she could have become. Maybe she could have broken the bounds and exited into your world. Who's to say?
You saying it's too late? We can't try to do that?
Melanie kind of looks at you and smiles, says, if what you say is true, my story was told long, long ago. But at least I know that I had a hand in writing it. I did not remove myself from the narrative. And she kind of focuses on the McKee, and a bright light emanates from it into the graveyard. And from it, it kind of bursts like a little flare gun. And you can see multiple spirits, souls, up until now eternally damned to live out the same night over and over again at the Haunted Mansion. The wedding of Victor Crump and Melanie Ravenswood on an infinite loop over and over again. Like carts on a ride. Their spirits are saved and allowed to pass on. And Melanie, as she hands the McKee back to you, Richard, she says, I think it's time for me to go as well. I thank you.
So did the ride just shut down? Some kid's like, it's not working.
Every time the ride breaks down, this is what's happening.
I got it.
It's all a true story.
Melanie looks to you, Sydney, and she kind of reaches into her little hip, and she pulls out her hatchet. She's, I'm really sorry for taking you for, well, I wouldn't really say a joyride. Honestly, it was very terrifying. You guys nearly died to the elevator. That was rough.
Sorry.
But she kind of focuses on the hatchet, and it glows with power, and then it fades. And she says, this is the last I have. I think it can help you if you run into trouble again. I think I might be able to help you in a way. And she hands you the hatchet. And as she does, she passes you the hatchet, and she starts to float up. As all the spirits begin to float up into the sky to move on. Their stories over.
All right, title of the
Super
episode,
gonna
Laid to
murder
Rest.
Dad, right? We're gonna murder the fuck out of her dad.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
You guys should definitely murder the fuck out of her dad.
Gonna murder with
I
the
wasn't going to say-
hatchet.
I wasn't going to say it in front of him, but that dude was an asshole.
I didn't want to say it in front of her. I mean, that's crazy. But
Well, I'll tell you the way that we're going to beat him. And I don't need 10 minutes to tell you. We're going to activate this McKee. And we're going to level up. And we're going to be able to be one step closer to beating him.
And we'll tell Tony the plan once he wakes up.
Yeah.
Right, Town?
If he wakes up.
I'm sure it's a yes. What?
We have
No.
we have so much to go over with Tony about what just happened.
Yeah.
It'll take me about 10 minutes to explain.
I wish you all
But,
luck in the journey ahead. Lean
Are
on each
you-
other.
Are you just stuck here by yourself now?
I always find my way.
Do you want to
Don't
come
worry
with
about
us? We could take you bowling.
That sounds nice. But I
I
think
just-
I will pass.
You kill you in your sleep, bro.
As I said before, I am fragile. I am better here giving my prophecies and making things float around in a room. For money,
That's fair.
of course.
Of course. Make that bread, girl.
You know I do.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
let's do it. I use the McKee and do whatever needs to be done to move on to the next place.
I fireman carry Tony, and
You feel the energy of the McKee, and once again, another portal opens. The people mover portal.
All right, guys. Theoretically, this should heal Tony when we're going through.
It is a long rest.
we'll see.
Theoretically? Or would it
Yeah, or maybe he's the only one who won't level up because he was unconscious. For it.
We take
I
his
don't know if these
XP,
are-
actually.
Are these
the real
Final
truth.
Fantasy? Are these Final Fantasy rules or are these
Does he
D&D
need
rules?
to level up with how much damage he's putting out?
Yes.
Killed me.
Yes.
He needs that extra attack so that way he can kill us faster.
So he could, yeah, right?
Right?
Fucking.
As you
Well,
guys,
no, she removed the
Safety
curse,
point.
guys. She removed the curse. It's okay.
I'm gonna steal that peg leg.
you guys grab the. Oh, well, she didn't tell you because he didn't resurrect. He didn't revive Tony, so she didn't tell you what he did to the axe. But I guess you'll figure it out later.
yeah.
As you guys move through people portal mover, Sydney, you feel down on the hatchet, and you feel an engraving. It says, "Live in truth," and beneath it, it says, "GW."
George Washington.
And on the back,
Gilbert
small-
Godfrey.
inscription of what you could probably make out to be a cherry tree.
Okay.
It is George Washington.
Huh.
Y'all were fucking around, but I think you're right.
You guys move
Oh
forward.
my god, if it lets you do True Strike.
As we're going, I'm just be like, Jesus Christ, you guys, I think this was George Washington's hand axe.
You guys find yourselves in a wide open plain. Beautiful trees, perfectly cut, artistic. It feels like the entire art style of this world has shifted. In the far distance, you can see the backside of a very familiar building. A castle belonging to
George Washington.
Disney himself.
Oh shit.
Is this the that looks like the Sword in the Stone one, kinda. I like it.
I mean, it's Sleeping Beauty, right?
In the park, yes, but this artwork reminds me of the Sword in the Stone one. I don't know.
It's Sleeping Beauty in
Definitely cool.
Disneyland. It's Cinderella and
We're-
Disney.
Uh,
We're not gonna go face W right now, right? We're not like that's not a part of the plan, right?
I mean, is there anything
can
else
be.
left to do?
I mean, there's Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, but if we want to go straight for him, I guess we could.
Wait, you mean Tomorrowland? Maybe lightsaber and a blaster?
That would be Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, that's
but
actually
I
a
don't know.
different in World, that's a totally different park.
Technically, actually, that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Ooh.
Do I get any actually points? Is that
Different game.
different game? Damn.
As you focus on the castle, discussing, is it Cinderella? Is it Sleeping Beauty?